Hello, world, and I hope that everybody is having a great day today. Today, I'd like to talk about us, broken people. Some of you and some of us may think that we're not broken and that we have no issues. I'm going to try and get through this in 20 minutes. It may be a little bit longer, so please bear with me. There's a lot to say. I titled it Broken People Helping Broken People, and then how God uses us to heal one another. Have you ever noticed that some of the people who help us the most are carrying wounds of their own? Life will leave marks on your heart. Yet God often chooses wounded people to bring healing to others. Today, I'd like to explore how broken people help mend broken people through love, grace, faith, and most of all, compassion. Have you ever noticed that some of the people who help us, as I said, are carrying most of the wounds on their own? Because I know I carry a lot of wounds from things that I've done or things that others have done to me. We're all carrying something, some sort of baggage from past and sometimes present. Every person that we meet is fighting a battle that we may never see. Some carry grief, others fear, loneliness, disappointment, or regret. God sees every burden and understands every tear. When we remember this, we become slower to judge and quicker to show mercy. You know, I'm guilty of it. Some people are just evil, and I don't know, maybe they're just carrying something that's bothering them deep down inside, and they don't want anyone to get close. God will never waste pain. The struggles we survive often become our testimony that helps someone else endure. The person who overcame loss can comfort the grieving. The person who survived hardship can encourage the weary. God has a remarkable way of turning pain into purpose. And there's an amazing power in presence. A lot of people think that they need to be perfect and have all the answers. Most of the time, they simply need someone who will stay for a moment and listen. Presence is one of the greatest gifts we can offer another human being. Sometimes healing begins when someone feels seen, heard, and valued. So when somebody wants to speak, listen. Be present. Not some of those people who hear someone speak and then they want to get up and run away. They say, oh my God, here comes this person again. Listen. Be present. Be a gift. Don't allow anyone to take away your gifts that God has given you. Always remember, the devil can't take anything away from you. You have to give it to him. Because what God gave to you, he can't take away. Our scars, sometimes deep, but we can watch them heal because our scars tell a deep story. Because we have scars, it doesn't mean that they're signs of failure. What they really are is evidence that healing happened. Think about it. When we cut ourselves, we bleed, then our bodies start to heal. The bleeding stops. There's a scab covering the damage, but when the scab falls off, there's usually a scar. It gives us remembrance not to do that again. Whatever you did to get that wound, don't do it again. You have the scar to prove that you've gone through it. The scars that I'm talking about are deep. The scars that we have on our backs, the scars that we have in our minds, the scars we have on our hands, on our feet. But the deepest scars are the ones we carry within our hearts. Those are the ones that can tell the deepest story. A story that could linger within somebody else's heart. Say, I'm not alone. They may have been carrying a scar in their heart for many, many years, and you shared yours, and then they shared theirs, and then the healing begins. Christ gives us many examples. He continually moved towards the hurting, not the rich, but the poor. He comforted the brokenhearted, restored dignity to the forgotten, and loved people, others, overlooked and pushed aside. His life remains the ultimate example of compassion and healing. His scars we wear today. His scars are deeper than any scars that we could ever imagine having. Just imagine the pain that he suffered as he cried out to his Father, "Why have you forsaken me?" And then it was finished. Those that crucified him cried, mourned, got on their knees and said, Why didn't I listen? Why don't we listen? Because we think we know it all. The scars that we carry, the wounds that we see, that we feel, they all tell a story. Share your story with somebody. You may be able to see their scars, and you can share together. You just never know what can happen. Jesus never stopped moving forward to those in need, to those with deep scars and wounds. He never stopped holding out his hands and opening his arms for people to run towards him, to accept his love. That's what our scars are. They're his love. It shows how much he cares. It shows how deeply he loves us, because our scars heal. If you allow him, he'll bring you joy. He'll bring you love, an everlasting love. The kind of love that you'll never forget, that you'll hold inside your soul until we meet him again. You know, I've said this in other videos about helping one person at a time. As you help that person, you're healing that person. As you help that person, healing that person, you're healing yourself. You know, we may never change the entire world. I hope that it's possible, one person at a time. But we can always change one person's world with a kind word, a prayer, maybe a phone call, or just simply an act of generosity can become a turning point in another person's life. I don't know. Try it. Try it today. Reach out to somebody and touch them. The world is a world of communication. Don't use AI to communicate with others. It's cold. It's bitter. It's fake. Use your own words. Use your own voice. Use your scars. Bring forth your joy. You hurt. Because with the hurt becomes a scar. With the scar, you now share. And you heal together. If you're the ones who is broken today and hurting today, remember that your story is not over. God has not forgotten you. Sometimes healing takes time, but hope remains alive. The same God who carried others through their storms can carry you through yours. He has for me many, many times in my life. Whether the storms were caused by me or by somebody else. I think I'm going to close it there. Yeah. Broken people helping broken people. That's often how God works, right? He works through compassion, grace, and love. We then can become instruments of healing and healing each other from the pains that we feel, from regret, from things that you've done and things that have been done unto you. never, once again, never underestimate the power of your kindness. Remember that God does some of his greatest work through people who have suffered, then healed, and then have chosen to keep loving and keep moving on in a forward motion. I hope that my videos help. I hope that they bring joy, love, peace, and happiness. If you need any, please reach out. If you'd like to talk, please reach out. Please share, like, and follow. I ask not for money. I ask that you share my videos. I ask that you share the word. Because I do believe that we all have a chance to make a difference. All right, y'all. Love you. Peace.